What is up? What is up, everyone? Welcome. I am Trisha Joy, host of Cardcast Live, and I'm going to give you the top 10 cards that you should be collecting for the 2020-21 NBA season. Before I start, though, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, right? So you know when I've uploaded videos like this. Number 10, Luke Dort. It's imperative that we start looking for his cards because I don't even think they made cards for him. Luke Dort went undrafted and then signed a two-way deal with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And he did so well in the bubble that on, I think it was June 24th, he got signed to a 4-year deal for $5 million. So he's legit. He's on the team. No back and forth between the G League. This guy is signed. All right? So now we need to get these cards when they start printing them. Number 9, Caris LeVert. Caris LeVert had to put the Brooklyn Nets, which were probably a bunch of guys from the playground, maybe a few cashiers, a couple valets that were not doing anything because of COVID, and put them on the squad and let them score. I think he averaged about 18 points a game, right? But we really saw him come into his own, playing some big games against like Dame and other players in the bubble. So if you don't have any Caris LeVerts, start looking for them. I know I had to search for the one NBA Hoops version of Caris that I had. I put that in a top loader. Number 8, Andrew Wiggins being in Golden State now is a perfect situation for him. He will bounce back and reap all the benefits from being teamed up with Steph Curry and Klay. He can get nothing but the residual accolades that come from the Splash Brothers, and it'll help boost his confidence and boost his points per game. Right now, Andrew Wiggins averages about 19 to 20 points a game. So with everybody focusing on Steph or Klay, his numbers will increase. So that means the value of his cards may increase. So go ahead and start collecting you some Andrew Wiggins before everybody finds out. Andrew Wiggins. And number 8. Number 7, Devin Booker. This is no surprise, all right? Devin Booker may have a chip on his shoulder from just missing the playoffs after going 8-0 in the bubble. Look for him to carry that momentum into the 2020-21 season. So number 7, Devin Booker. Collect you some Devin Bookers. Number 6, look for Giannis to improve as he normally does year after year, but this year especially because he has a chip on his shoulder. This 2-time MVP came short again in the NBA playoffs. The expectation was that he would get to at least the Eastern Conference Finals, and he didn't. You know, the reason why I'm saying collect him is because he's definitely going to improve. He's that type of player where he's going to look at his own performance and say, what can I do better? And him doing better and performing better only brings up the value of the cards. So go ahead and, if you haven't already started, collect Giannis. If you already got Giannis, continue to collect Giannis. All right, he's going to be great for the foreseeable future. Number 5, believe it or not, number 5 for me is Paul George. Now, Paul George has been getting roasted on the internet, like roasted, pandemic P. So look for Paul George to do some real soul searching this summer. And upon doing soul searching, look for him to come back to the 2021 season with a different kind of approach, more aggressive, basically utilizing all the skills that he has. I think he'll do much better this NBA season because of coming up short, because of all the backlash he received online. So look out for a better performance. Collect you some Paul Georges and just wait and hope that he turns it around. And if he does, lucky us. Number 4. This is another obvious one, but sometimes you got to remind people, you got to collect you some Trae Young. Man, this guy has a chip on his shoulder, ultra aggressive, believes in himself, and will grow with his team, right? And will lead that team. So Trae Young is a player that I can't necessarily say that he had any performance in the bubble, obviously, because he didn't go. But like, I just don't see any stop to the hunger that he has to excel in this league. And I think that approach will help his performance, and his performance will lead to higher card values. Not that they aren't high already, but if you don't know, now you know. Collect Trae Youngs. Number 3, Jamal Murray. Even though Michael Porter Jr. got the most of the accolades from the hobby, like Michael Porter Jr. cards were like crazy amount of money. Jamal Murray during the playoffs showed that he is worth collecting as well, right? In the playoffs, he averaged about 26 points a game. That's crazy, right? So expect Jamal Murray to carry this momentum and be like a huge star for the Denver Nuggets. Collect you some Jamal Murrays if you haven't already done so. Jamal Murray at number 3. Number 2 is an obvious one, but had to reinforce this. You gotta start collecting Donovan Mitchell's. Donovan Mitchell put up crazy numbers. He averaged about 36 points per game in the bubble. And obviously he came up short, wasn't happy. Came up short to our number 3, Jamal Murray. But nonetheless, again, I don't see the momentum with Donovan Mitchell slowing down anytime soon. Young player, ultra talented. The whole league respects him. So if you haven't already, because you should already, please collect Donovan Mitchell's. Last but not least. Last but not least, everyone should start looking for some Tyler Heroes. Tyler Hero. Now, granted, Tyler Hero is not dropping as many buckets as Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray, but what a surprise this guy was, right? Okay, so I don't know if it's surprise. He was drafted with 13th, 14th, or 13th? 13th. First round, 13th pick, but no one expected the performance that Tyler Hero is giving in the playoffs. And the guy has so much swag. I don't think it's going to stop. I don't think it's a fluke either. He's definitely a much needed source of offense for the Miami Heat. And I see him getting more and more responsibilities going forward. If you aren't collecting Tyler Heroes, you need to collect some Tyler Heroes now. Don't be late. All right. So that was my 10 cards that you should be collecting for the 2020-21 NBA season. Again, if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Make sure you're aware of all the videos that I put up on Card Chaos Live.